We'll see who pops in. Hey, Moto. Oh, Lord. In the garage by the Road King. Won't get into all that again, though. She might not be around much longer, but we might make a deal where we can keep her. I'm looking forward to that. What's the deal? Rework the deal tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. You always look like you're looking up when you look at your phone. It's goofy, ain't it? The Road King is, I don't know, to be honest with you, because I'm thinking about, is that light? There's a light in here. Let's get out of that light shining around. The Road King, I'm thinking, yeah, she is a keeper. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep her. Hey, 2-4, how you doing, brother? Thanks for popping in. If you've seen the title of the live, it's we're basically going to discuss, the lives, I guess you would say. I know we've had issues come up with certain people, and I'm not going to name names. That's not what I do. We're not going to do that here. We're not going to get into a big thing about who did what and who said what or anything like that. We're not going to do that. The point I wanted to come on here and make is that if you're on somebody's live, whether it be my live, Moto Bomb's live, Ray Gregory's live, Six live, and whoever's live you're on, if they have a set of guidelines for that particular live, I think we should follow. If you're going to pop on that live, you should follow those guidelines. I don't think that's too much to ask of anybody. There's plenty of channels out there that accept anything and everybody in whatever you want to do. I mean, there's politics, there's religion, there's just getting on there and just being wild, which is fine. You can do that on many channels. I mean, there's plenty of channels out there for that. But I guess my basic point is on, when you're on a channel, just respect the guidelines. That's it. I mean, that it's pretty basic. It's pretty simple. These lives are for adults. We're all grown people. Let's just respect one another and just have a great time. Just respect. I mean, we've had people say, and I'm not mentioning any names, I'm not going to call out anybody. That's not what I'm going to do on here. But we've had, people say, well, you have freedom of speech and freedom of this and freedom of that. And yes, you do. This is America. You have freedom of speech. You have the right to say anything you want to say in certain situations. But when you're on somebody's live and you're on a community like the Duct Tape community with Moto Bomber Jr., here, or you're on a community chat with me, or whether you're on a community chat with Ray Gregory Rides, or Sick Bastard, whatever, they have their own set of rules for their lives. And I don't think there should be an issue with that. I don't understand why there is an issue with that. I mean, if they say, okay, don't talk religion, don't talk even sports, or don't talk politics, blah blah blah. We're not talking about that stuff here. Just respect that and just don't do it. It's as simple as that. It's not hard. If you want to be on the live with us, we welcome you. We welcome you. Well, we welcome anybody and everybody, but we also have. I mean, we've said this before. We have grandchildren. We have children. We have people that we have sisters. We have brothers. We have mothers. And we don't want people to see a bunch of just stuff that's inappropriate. That's what we don't want to see. That's what we don't want our families to see. And that's not what we're about. We're about community, growing a community, helping each other, being there for each other, discussing problems we might be having, not, our personal lives, but, well, I guess a little bit is our personal lives, but things we got going on, like when I brought you guys on my live to talk about the Road King here, whether I should keep it, whether I should let it go, whether I should, trade it, blah, blah, blah. That's me getting the community's opinion and how they feel and what they think I should do. And that's fine. And that's what we're about. That's an example of what we're about. Or, you might be having a health issue, and you might, want somebody's opinion or the community's opinion. I mean, I pretty much think that's what the lives are about. That's what it's about for me. That's what it's about for me. It's about the community, and if you want to have a topic, there's nothing wrong with that. Have a topic. If you want to have a topic where you discuss, I don't know, what color your bike is. I mean, for example, or just stuff like that. That's fine. Have a topic. It's great to have a topic, but we can't get lost in infighting or people coming in trying to disrupt things and just look at me, look at me, look at me, and put themselves out there like that, because that's not what we're about. We're about, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is we're about structure. Everything structured. I know some people don't like structure, and that's fine. If you don't like structure and you like mayhem and chaos, then go out there and find a channel that does that. It's okay. I respect you. I respect everybody. If you want to be able to just, talk wildly and speak any way you want to speak, you use whatever language you want to use and talk about whatever it is underneath the sun, that's fine. There's channels out there. Like I said, there's channels out there to do that. And I don't know how many people this live is going to reach, and that's fine too. But, I mean, that's just what I wanted to come on here and say. Is just respect when you go on somebody's particular live, just respect the way they're conducting their live. You got the messages that scroll across the bottom, please no foul language, or please no politics. I think I have one that says no politics, religion or whatever. And I mean, that's all we're asking, because everybody knows, we're all adults, we know that when you start talking about politics, or you start talking about religion and things like that, somebody's gonna get offended, somebody's gonna disagree, blah 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 blah, and it's gonna be a big fiasco. And that's something we're trying to avoid. I mean, let's just have fun. Let's make this place a community of, helping each other out, respecting each other, having a great time, especially coming here in the winter time, man. I think it's great to be able to spend time on live with all of you guys, everybody that wants to attend. I think it's great. Like I said, especially in the wintertime when we don't really have anything else to do. And if you ride a motorcycle, you're not riding in my area. I mean, some of you guys get to ride all year long, and I envy every one of you. But if you're here in Ohio, you're not riding. This is the time of year you're done. You can't ride anymore. So the bike's up, even though it is what it is, even though I can come out here and sit on it and maybe start it up. But, it's great to be able to have that community chat, so I can go, hey, I can look forward. I got something to look forward to. I got, my chat to look forward to on I'm lost myself. Tuesday, got Motobombs on Saturday, Rays, and you can hop on and see Sick anytime. Love you, brother. But I ain't got to worry about if I need a chat to go to or live chat to go to. I know where one's at, and I think it's great though, man. Don't take that the wrong way. I love you, man. I love every one of you. You guys are great people. But that's basically what I was on here. So I just wanted to get on here and say is just, hey, we're not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody, and I hope I can speak for Moto and Ray and Sick. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody. What's happened has happened, and it is what it is, and it's time to just roll on from it and move forward and just leave it in the past. I mean, it's basic, it's simple, it's not that hard, and we can do that. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to see anybody upset. I don't want to see anybody get their feelings hurt. I don't want to see anybody, I don't want to see that. And there's no place for it. We don't have time for that, We just want to get on and just have fun. Just have fun. It's a blast, and I love it. And I don't want to see it come to an end. I don't want to see Moto's chats come to an end. I don't want to see Ray's come to an end. I don't want to see Six come to an end. And we all love old Mac, and yeah, he ain't gonna end up anyway. But I don't want to see any of that come to an end. I don't want to see any of this coming in because I've met a lot of great people, and I want to keep that connection with everybody. And I think this is a great way to do it. And like I've said before, not to repeat myself, but you guys know what I do. But I didn't even give no thought of doing lives. I didn't even no thought of being on live chats. I didn't even know anything about StreamYard. I had no clue about any of that stuff. And until Moto Farm Virginia, and brought that into my world, and I think it's a great thing. And to you, Moto, I really respect you, brother. You're a good person. I've not met you in person, but I've met you over the live chats. And I can tell you're a good person and you care. And I can say the same thing about Ray, and I can say the same thing about Sick. But we all have different personalities and we show things differently. But I see that in all of you guys, and I can't wait. I can't wait till VAM 25 to where I can sit down and talk to you guys. I mean, we do here, and that it's wonderful. But till I can sit down and talk to you guys from across the table, or riding down through the mountains with you on a motorcycle. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. But see, then I get to look forward to that, and I got to meet you guys all on here, and instead of just watching your channel and seeing your videos, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch everybody's videos as much as I can. Forgive me, I can't watch everybody's, and there's sometimes I miss stuff, and forgive me for that. But this brings a different element to it. It just brings it. The lives are a great place, and let's keep it that way. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. I'm kind of stumbling over myself today, and that's normally not like me. Usually I'm pretty good with the. I have a pretty good gift of gab, I guess I should say. But anyway. But yeah, without that, I mean, yeah, like I said, we could talk to each other on, through, leaving comments on people's channels, on their videos and stuff like that, which is great, and I appreciate everybody that does that. But this brings it totally to a different personal level, and I hate to see any of that go away. Because I like being a part of the community. I don't want to be some lone guy out there all the time doing live, which is fine. If you do that, it's great. I see Dave do it, and it's great. It's awesome. And he hops on the chats too, or the community chats, and that's awesome. But I'd rather be on there with everybody and just it's a good experience. It's a good experience. Now, I'm not going to stay on this live very long. I just wanted to get on here and I guess not really put my 2 cents in, but just say how I feel about it. I think I could speak for Sick, and I think I could speak for Moto, and I think I can speak for Ray. We're not on the community. The community, don't get us wrong. Okay, let me put this out there. Just don't get us wrong. We are not on this community or in this community to boost our channel. That's not what this is about. I don't care if I gain 1 subscriber or from being on the community live chats. I don't care about that. That's not what this is about. That's not what the community is about. I mean, if somebody hops on that we don't know and they want to join the community and you subscribe to their channel, that's awesome. That's great. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. That's awesome. That's great. Do that. And that way we can keep growing the community and learning people and meeting people and bringing people in. That's fine. But what I'm trying to say is we're not on here just to gain viewers of our channel. We're not on here to just gain subscribers to our channel or comments or watch hours or any of that. It may have started that way for some people, it may have not have, but whatever way it started, that's not what we're on here for. We're on here for support of the community. And I'm talking about the YouTube small channel community. But if you're a big channel and you want to come on our live chats, we welcome you too. We welcome everybody. Small channel, no channel, bikers, truckers, bus drivers, whatever you are, we don't care. We don't care. We just we just want to grow the community and have it. And, you gain friendship from it, relationships from it. I mean, I don't know. It's a big deal to me, and I hope it's a big deal to you. And I hope we can just move on past all this stuff. And the facts are, and if you watch my channel any length of time, you know me any at all. I'm gonna be blunt with you, and that's just it. The facts are, you're gonna run into bad apples. You're gonna run into people that don't think the way you do, or don't have the same don't just don't think the way they don't look at things the same way as you do, and that's fine. And we can agree to disagree, but that's really not what the channel is about. Now, if you want a channel that does that, they're out there. Go find it, in much respect. There's all kinds of live chats where you can get on and do those things, and I already said that. But there is. But I don't want I want everybody to come on and just have a great time, keep it clean. We have ladies that like we had. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we had Saturday Harley Girl. Was Harley Girl on Saturday, or was that the Saturday before, or was that the night, or was that Ray's? Was that Ray's live? I can't remember. The lives sometimes run together, you know what I mean? But we had Harley Girl on, and we have Frog's wife on, and we have people on. We have women on there, and we want them to feel welcome. You know what I mean? We don't want to exclude anybody. We want them to feel welcome. We want our children to come on, and if our grandkids happen to be there at the time, we want them to be welcome. We want them to see not content, but we want them to see a community, just a clean community. That's all. That's it. That's all we want. I mean, that's it. It's not hard. And like I said, I got no ill will toward anybody. Nobody. I have no ill will toward anybody. I respect everybody. But you also have to respect other people that's on the live chat too. Everybody has to respect everybody. And if you I'm just going to put it to you bluntly. And it's just the way it is. And if I lose 100 subscribers from it, so be it. I don't care. I don't care. Just going to put it to you bluntly. If you come on and you act the fool, well, we'll put you in the basement. We'll time you out for a few minutes, and we'll figure out what to do with you later on. But so I'm just warning you, and I will warn you. If you come on acting like that, it won't be tolerated. It won't, because that's not what the community is about. We have Sick going to get some procedures done, and was it Lolly that came on? She had the same problem, and she's telling them what to expect and how what's going on and what's going to happen and what they're going to do. And that's a perfect example of what the community is about. It's about helping each other. It's about support of each other. It's about being there for each other. Just like I've had times where I've got on the duct tape. I got Mother Bomb Virginia's chat. Maybe just a crappy day. I'm just going through a crappy day. Just a crappy day. Not feeling good. Not feeling it. Just not feeling anything. Do I really want to go on that live chat? I'm not feeling myself today. I'm kind of irritated. I'm in a bad mood. Blah blah blah. Just a blah blah day. And I go on that chat and I see Ray Gregory Rides. I see Sick, and I see, of course, you, Motivon. And it's like my whole attitude changes. I might sit there a few minutes and be a little quiet, and I might be still in that little bit of that mood, whatever it may be. And well, once we start talking and everybody starts talking and the things start going and rolling, then that all that kind of just washes away, and I get to focus on you guys, whoever's in the chat, not just but whoever's in the chat or in the comments or whatever. I get to focus on you guys and Desert Outlaw and Dave from Dave Chat. I get to focus on you guys, and I forget all that stuff or that bad day I was having. That all goes away, and that's great for me. It's a place to let all that go. It's like people say, well, I watch football, the NFL, because I get away from everyday life, and I get away from everything that's bothering me for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours because I'm watching a sporting event. Well, I don't watch too much football, but I watch basketball. And if you guys know me, I coached basketball for many years. I'm coaching my granddaughter now, but in basketball. Usually it was high school guys, and I coached high school and I coached AAU. But I'm going to coach my granddaughter. She's got to. It's my granddaughter, and she's great at basketball, by the way. Anyway. But yeah, people use those outlets to get away from everyday life, and they use those outlets like watching sports or whatever to just get away from the crap that's going on. Just to get away from it all. And that's the way I do the lives. That's what the lives do for me. It gives me. I'm sorry, I'm not reading any comments, but I didn't really intend to read any comments. Apologize for that. But that's what the lives do for me. It takes me out of that, whatever I may be in that day. If I'm having a bad day or if something's bothering me, it takes me out of that and I get away from that for a little while. Yeah, I got to go deal with it later, but it helps me to deal with that. The community helps me to deal with that. It helps me. Because I specifically remember this one day. I was having a bad day, and just everything. My arm was killing me. Just a bad day. I had to miss one of Motobomb to duct tape me chest. My arm was killing me so bad I couldn't sit there. But I was having a bad day. The wife's like, "What's wrong with you? You're not saying much today. You're quiet." I was like, "I'm just having a bad day. One of those days, just one of those days. We all have them." And then by the time I got on the live, everything loosened up. I loosened up. Those kind of things. What was going on kind of went out the window, and then. I started feeling better and feeling more better and better. And I think I walked away for the live for a few minutes, and I walked in the kitchen. The wife was in there. She goes, "Well, look at you." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Well, you're in a better mood." I was like, "Yeah, I am. I'm in a better mood." I was in a better mood because I got on that live and was chatting with everybody and was there with everybody. And even if I ain't saying anything, if I'm just watching or if I'm listening, it just changes my mood. And I appreciate that. And that's what I appreciate about the community. And that's what it's all about. That should be what it's all about. We don't need, like I said earlier, there's times where we're going to disagree. But my sentiment is if I'm getting on there and I'm ranting and raving, mute my mic, man. Tell me to shut up. I'm good with that. I'm comfortable enough with Moto and Sick and Ray and whoever else to say, they could just, if you got to mute my mic for a minute, do that. I got no problem with that. Maybe that'll make me snap out of it. But usually I'm pretty well behaved. At least I think so. I try to be. Ventures again, Key Fob. Hey, Key Fob, how you doing, brother? So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to keep you guys on here for a long time. I just wanted to get, just say my piece on how I feel about it. And I think after this, we can just let it go, let everything go, anything that, just say, you know what, forgiveness, we forgive each other, we forgive whatever happened. Doesn't necessarily mean you're coming back to the community. And if you think that's a bad thing, I'm sorry about your luck. It is what it is. If I lose you as a subscriber, it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. Like I said earlier, if I lose 100 subscribers over it, so be it. I don't care. Because this ain't about the chats and the views, or this ain't about the views and the likes and all that on my channel. It has nothing to do with that. This is about the community, about the YouTube community. So if you're going to play a game, you're going to play games, you're going to be destructive and disrupt everything, then you're gone. At least that's the way I feel about it, and I think that's the way Ray Gregory Rides feels about it, and I think that's the way Sick Bastard feels about it, I think the way Moto feels about it. And don't get me wrong, we're not the kings of the community. We're not the kings of the lives. We're not anything like that. We don't think like that. We're no different than anybody else. Anybody can jump on YouTube and have a live. Anybody can do it. We're just saying in our little community, which is growing, and I hope it continues to grow, I hope we have more and more people people that come on. That's just how we see it. That's how we feel. That's I mean, that's just the bottom line. It is what it is. And like I said, in my opinion, all is forgiven, all is over with, and it is what it is. And we just move on from here. And I'm looking forward to live tomorrow night, but I will not be I'll be late for my live, so Moto will be taking over. He'll be starting it and doing all that. I'll probably be an hour late for my live, so but still, I'll be there. I hope to see you guys there. Pretty much that's it. I mean, see what's going on in the chat. Okay, not much going on. But hey, I appreciate you guys coming on here and listening to me. And I don't know how many live chats I'll be doing. I said in my last live, I think, that I was going to start, instead of putting up a video in the garage weekly, I was probably just going to do a weekly live, like on Tuesdays, early on Tuesdays. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see. I might just go back to sitting on my bike, doing my videos out here, and just having a topic and go from there. Or we could just do a topic and have a live and go from there out here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, I don't know if it'll be on the beautiful Road King or if it'll be on the new Road Glide. I don't know. I have to still in talks about that. I haven't taken delivery of the bike yet, so we'll see what happens. But it's a hard thing to do, to leave. I know I'm beating a damn dead horse, ain't I? But it's hard to leave. It's hard to give up something that's going to party you. You grow up. I mean, I know it sounds stupid to some people, but you have a bond with your bike. Your bike, you have a bond with it. It's strange. I know it's a machine. I know it's just metal and plastic, but you create a bond with your bike. You just, when you're on it, it's almost, I know this is going to sound corny. I get it, but you become one with the bike. I mean, you become one with it. You know your bike. You know how your bike feels. It's like when I jumped from the Vulcan to the Road King. It's like a world. It's a world of difference. And I know you guys have heard me say that a million times. But you create a bond with it. And I started to create a bond with that Vulcan too. I did several videos on it, and I started to create a bond with that too. So I don't know if I want to let any of them go now. The Spider right there. I mean, it's a nice machine, don't get me wrong. It's a nice machine, but I don't have the same, I don't have a bond with that thing. But not to say it's a bad machine, because it's a good machine. But you develop a bond. I mean, at least that's how I am. I mean, there's several bikes I've gotten rid of over the years I wish I never did. But it is what it is, and you gotta do what you gotta do, and life rolls on. But anywho's, I guess I'll get off here. That's all I wanted to say. That's all really I wanted to talk about. Let's just support each other. Let's respect one another. Let's have a great time on the lives. Let's have fun with it. Let's roll with it. Let's grow the community. And let's not be on there happen to feel any kind of way like, oh my God, that happened, or oh my God, this happened, or oh my God, he said this, or she said that, or we don't need that. We don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. We don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. Nobody. We want everybody to feel comfortable. We're not about uncomfortable. We're about comfortable. We want you to come into the community and feel comfortable. We want you to come into the community and feel accepted. We want you to come into the community and feel the love, man. But that's what we want. We want you to come. We want to build relationships. We want to build relationships with people. We don't want destructive relationships. We don't want that. We just want you to feel comfortable. Just feel comfortable. Feel comfortable that you could speak. Feel comfortable that you can, come in and maybe get advice if you need it. Just feel comfortable. We just want you to feel comfortable and welcome. That's it. That's all we want. Oh, man. Every time I come out in this garage, I get uncomfortable because I don't want to see the Road King go. So, say a little prayer for me and say maybe there's some way I can keep it and still get the Road Glide. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe, probably not. Probably gonna have to be one or the other. And if I decide to back out of the deal, I mean I got the paperwork in there. They got the titles to my bikes, but I didn't take delivery of the bike, so I'm sure I can. If I had to back out, I'll back out. It is what it is, but we'll see what we can do. Dealership was great. Great people. Great people. Rolling Throttle. Big shout out to you, man. I appreciate you hooking me up with them. It ain't nothing to do with them. It ain't nothing to do with the dealership did. They didn't do anything wrong. Dealership was great. No worries there. They're great people. It's not them. It's me, and it's me whether I want to, get rid of the, if I want to stay with the deal. I think they're good enough people that they'll respect the fact that I just don't want to do. I just rather just keep what I have. But we'll have to see what happens. I mean, come on, you gotta admit it's a beautiful bike. It's a beautiful bike. Why would you even think of getting rid of it? I don't know, but. Also like the Road Glide too, and it has everything we want. That's what the wife was saying. She goes, well, the Road Glide has everything we want already, and you don't have to put a lot of money in it. And I don't, but I will. And why am I whispering? I have no idea. But oh, sorry guys, I gotta check something real quick. But that there'll be another bike sitting in the garage. If I do go through with the deal, and I do get the Road Glide, there'll be another bike sitting in here by the end of summer or by the end of winter. You guys know that. If you know me at all, you know that. But anyway, not a long live. Won't keep you guys on here any longer. Just wanted to say my little piece on it. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody upset. I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to say, let's just have a great community. Let's have fun with it. Let's roll with it. Let's grow it. Let's have a great time. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Take care now.